In this quick demo, we will look at how cloud compliance addresses the right to be forgotten and data portability challenges for large organizations with multiple orgs. For a single org, it's really easy. Cloud Compliance Privacy Suite can be natively installed, and with an on-platform processing, it will generate portability formats such as PDF, CSV, JSON, and Excel. It can anonymize and delete information from records for right to be forgotten request. But that just addresses it for one org. For multiple org, we follow a security hub architecture. The Cloud Compliance Security Hub is installed on a designated security org in your enterprise, and any request that comes to it is broadcasted to other orgs within your enterprise. These orgs utilize their internal cloud compliance installation, which exposes the functionality as an API, and create their own internal cases, process the portability or RTBF request, and send back information to the hub org. This screenshot is for an hub org where this request was created and got information back from various spoke orgs, which are your business orgs, and they have the JSON version of the information from a portability standpoint. Fundamentally, the idea of this design is that we want to ensure that there is assurance that this request is actually serviced. There is full auditability with a trail of how many requests were made to which orgs and what responses we got back. This is all abstracted out cleanly, so there is no custom code written, and this is completely automated. So the idea is that we replace that spaghetti with Salesforce org with an installation of cloud compliance, and we're using REST APIs with connected apps and tokens for all of this back and forth and authentication. So a quick review of what it looks like from a security perspective is that on your left here, you see the hub org, and which is going to use REST API with connected apps and JWT for connecting with your business orgs or the spoke orgs. Any DSCR request is initiated from the hub org and is broadcasted via REST API, communicated to the business orgs, which receive this request with the Cloud Compliance API. Here's my security hub org. I'm going to create a new portability request. And in the data subject ID, I'm going to put a record ID. For this demo, this record ID is the contact ID from a spoke org. Eventually, we would replace it with an email address or an enterprise-wide identifier that you may have, so that the respective spoke orgs can dig up information on that data subject. So let's just create one. This request is picked up by Cloud Compliance Security Hub's code and make a JWT request over to spoke org. On the security hub org side, we have a remote site setting and some Apex class, which get the JWT token, queue this request up. This is a demo version. So right now, the code that you're looking at is not the final product release. On the spoke side, we have a connected app with a digital certificate associated to it. Let's take a look at our cases and see the case that we just sent it. So 32 is the new case that got created via REST API and JWT, and you can see all these attachments are done here. When I refresh this original request on the hub org, what you will see is a new related case that gets created because of the information we got back from the spoke org. So here is the new related case. If I click on it, you should see that there is a JSON body in here. Again, essentially, it does an end-to-end between two or more Salesforce orgs using standards-based approach through REST API, connected apps, and JWT. This is a recommended approach from an architecture standpoint. With cloud compliance, you can dramatically reduce your go live time and you don't accumulate any technical debt since this is all very standard based built into the product.